Hello, everyone. Captain Troy Handsome of International Rescue here. Please state the nature of your emergency here with Braylef and Coffee Lich. How are you both doing today?
Pretty good.
Pretty all right.
Okay, cool to hear. I'm excited to bring you and everyone in chat and everyone listening in the future episode 2 of season 2 of Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel. Welcoming in Reese Bees, Stuckham. Good to see you all. And I see we have a compliment on Coffee Lich's new art if you'd like to talk about it.
Oh yeah, nifty. Yeah. So this is my new character. She is stepping in now that Suchi has retired. Uh, uh, her name is Annabelle. Um, she is a fawn, so she's a deal person, and a warlock. I actually haven't played a warlock for a good while, and it's once upon a time anyway. It was my favorite. It was my favorite class in D&D.
Ooh.
So it's nice to it's nice to get to re-explore playing a warlock. D&D 5e Warlock isn't the best class in the game, but with the introduction of the Hexblade subclass for the Warlock, melee Warlock actually got pretty dang good. So that's what I am playing because I haven't actually played a Hexblade before, and I was looking forward to doing that.
Nice.
So
I hear Hexblade is a classic.
yes. So this is more art done by my friend Cool Beesbro. Same guy that did my coffee lich icon, the talking head one. Um However, this one uh he was only doing line art commissions, so I'm actually the one that did the color on this one. So it's actually our first collaboration piece of sorts, which is neat. She's not really done yet, but I like where she is so far.
Okay. Sorry, I was just sending this link. But I do like the coloring so far. It's very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Excited to
More
start
colors.
this session. Sorry,
Yeah.
any last words on colors before I remove the overlay and ask for a recap?
Oh yeah. Her color scheme is based off of Alora from Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, specifically the remake and the Reignited trilogy.
Oh,
Because I
right.
love that game.
Right. I remember the image that you used last time.
Yes. Yeah, it was that same version. Though as a token, I was using this same picture just without any of the colors.
Okay. Now that we've got introductions out of the way, I guess I'd like to go ahead and ask for the recap. What happened last time we were journeying through and beyond the Radiant Citadel?
I don't remember.
Whole bunch of shit. That was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know anything. So last time, Braylif's character, Grandmaster Bone Smasher or Granny Bone Smasher, um, got a new job from her organization at the Wizard's Tower to go check on one of their contacts in this area in the city of Yanido. Yanido.
Mhm.
Um, we had to go find one of their contacts, a person named Kun Anjun, who had gone silent for a suspiciously long time. They wanted Bone Smasher to double check to make sure that they were still all right, that they were still good. So Bone Smasher was sent out here to check, and was told that they had already hired another independent agent named Annabelle, my character, to investigate the same thing. The two of them met up outside the gates of Yonado, and right as a fight broke out. The city seems to be encased in fog, and when Bone Smasher was questioning the locals outside the gate about what was up with all the fog, no one seemed to understand what she was talking about. That's when the fight broke out with a bunch of gargoyles or something made out of fog. Several people got injured, but I don't think anyone died. And Annabelle and Bone Smasher took out all the fog gargoyles and then proceeded to ask the locals again about what that was all about, and they had no idea what we were talking about again. The only person who seems to be aware of the fog and the monsters that lurk inside it is Kun Jun himself, who has tasked us with trying to figure out where the fog came from and hopefully trying to just figure out what's going on in general. I think. We made our way over to the Phoenix district of Yanido and came to a tea shop where we discussed our respective classes and got some information about two folks that were recently attacked, though they don't remember any specifics of it, named Nadai Shim and Da Ju Won, and they should be over at the Baduk Hall, and that's, I believe, where we're intending to go next.
All right, yes, thank you for the recap. You are indeed here at the tea shop where you've been directed to perhaps head to the Baduk Hall, if you would so like. The other location of interest here in the Phoenix district. So thanks again for the recap. With the music running, I'd like to ask you all to take it away. Is there anything you'd like to do here at the tea shop before you make your way over west towards the Baduk Hall?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I think I'm good.
All right. In that case, I'll slowly move your tokens over that way on my screen. And to recap, Baduk is basically the game of the black and white discs, tiles that you flip over.
Mm-hmm.
So the Baduk Hall is not far. It's merely 3 blocks away from Chin Hei's tea shop. Do either of you have proficiency in the performance skill?
I believe I do, yes.
I believe I don't.
In that case, Grandma would know that Baduk is a game of strategy played on a board using black and white pieces. Additionally, it's hard for me to tell, but I believe it's telling me that you also additionally know this information, that you somehow know that Baduk halls are popular gathering places, particularly for old or noble families. So you've arrived here, and you'll see that at this Baduk hall, while I don't have a map for you for the inside, you see dozens of pairs of players concentrating at tables covered in circular black and white pieces. You'll see a few hall guards, attendants walking about, kind of like walking up and down. Think of it like when you go to your local game shop, perhaps for a card game tournament. There are some some workers walking around ready to answer questions, perhaps some judges walking around ready to resolve conflicts. So there's people walking around, there's people at the tables. To recap, you are looking for Nadeshim and Daju1, and you would be able to easily ask. Perhaps there's even a receptionist up front who could direct you to the specific person if you'd like to ask. It doesn't have to be in character, but if you'd like to do that, let me know. If you'd like to discover them some other way, also let me know.
Yeah, I'd probably ask the receptionist if there is one about those two.
Okay. In that case, the receptionist is easily able to direct you to a table where you'll see a dwarf man and a human woman in the middle of a very intense-looking game. Those people look like the icons right here that you can see on the map.
Well, that was easy. And I guess I'll saunter over and look at the game.
Oh, you're looking at the game, are you?
Before I interrupt them.
Okay. How are you looking at the game? Are you looking like, wow, those are some nice looking pieces? Are you looking at the game like, man, I can't believe they opened with the infamous what is it called? Like
That one.
yeah, that the second one I was saying where it opens with the all right, can you give me now this is actually going to I'm asking for a DC 16 insight check.
All right, let's see. Where's my character sheet? Insight. Am I good with insight? Well, I'm all right with it. Hey.
Nice. So with that successful 18 that you all can see up here in the top right of the screen, you're actually able to notice some strategic opportunities for both players. They both seem to be at some sort of impasse. It kind of looks like neither of them is willing to concede much in the way of ground, but it sounds like you know the best moves either of them can make.
I guess she'll just be like a backseat gamer for both of them, and just be like, "Oh, you could take their pieces there." I don't know what kind of game this is, but you'll just be offering advice to both of them.
Okay, so you can tell that perhaps with your advice, before long, the game actually concludes in a reasonable 10 minutes. You sense that if it were not for your sound advice at the rate they were going, the game would probably take 3 hours to have reached its conclusion.
Damn.
So thanks to your help, the game is complete, resulting in victory, and both of the players look to you and they'll say, the one will address is like, wow, thank you for speeding that along. The faster we finish this game, the faster we can start another one. Unless you wanted in.
Well, we actually had a few things we needed to talk about.
She says, as the dwarf will reply, oh, talking about how you need to give us tips and strategies so we can become the best Baduk players in this hall, right?
Close. I'll let my friend here explain.
As you hand the floor over to your partner in crime, they will actually wave some attendants over just to bring some rice wine for you all to potentially partake in if you so desire. They're gonna actually, quick question. Can I ask what your characters' ages are?
I think I have it written down.
No. I don't think I actually established an age.
Well,
I didn't establish much about this character. Give me a sec.
317.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
1 sec. Let me just.
Thanks for the lurk,
Actually,
Reese. Have a good night. Thanks for the good luck wishes too.
Let's see. I'm gonna say that Annabelle is 75.
Okay, thank you. In that case, the woman NPC is going to start pouring rice wine for her former competitor, her former opponent, and she'll ask if either of you want rice wine. At least one of you would probably know it's probably not, at least for the purposes of this campaign and this module, it's okay to refuse.
Mhm, mhm.
And she asked what kind of rice wine we want.
She was just asking if you wanted the rice wine that was provided in general. Like if you wanted her,
Okay.
because she's offering to pour you a glass right now.
Yeah, sure. I'll try some.
All right. And last but not
Nothing.
least. Okay. So with the acceptance and the declination, the decline, she'll go ahead and pour 3 cups in total. One for grandma, one for Daeshim, and one for herself. And they're all ears. The floor is yours, Annabelle.
Well, um, well, we will. We've been hired to investigate. Some strange occurrences, and we will. And as part of our investigations, we were told that 2 players in this hall, Nade Shem and Da Juwan, had suffered some mysterious injuries, and they fit the bill of what sort of odd occurrences we're investigating. So we wanted to speak to those players about what might be going on.
I see. Well, you've come to the right place. Basically, during a visit to the tea shop after dusk about a week ago, we were both nearly killed. That's right. We were both nearly killed. There was a strange woman lingering near the shop, and after that, it's a little fuzzy. It's hard to say. The next thing I remember was waking up. Yeah, the next thing I remember was also waking up. Some passersby found us near the shop, summoned a priest to aid us, but that woman was gone. You didn't know who she was, right? No, I had no idea who that woman was. You seem to know everyone around here, so I would have assumed if anyone knew who she was, it would have been you. Nah, I didn't recognize it at all.
So you saw a strange woman, and and the next thing you remember is waking up with your injuries. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. That's correct. Stuckham, thank you for the
So,
book.
were the injuries severe?
That's a good question. I'm going to say they are gonna nod. They'll say yes. I'm going off of where it says they're both nearly killed. I believe their injuries were both severe. It doesn't specifically say. No. It's a good question though. An important question.
Yeah, I would say near death. Holy counts. I guess. Don't split hairs. Were you killed? Sadly, yes. But I live.
Oh, that's suspicious.
I should say so. Do you have any other information by any chance? I believe I heard that it was over by the tea shop that you were attacked. Is that correct?
They nod. Yes, it was around the tea shop. So, if anything, have you asked the proprietor Chin Hei yet about such things?
Yes, it was. Chinhei was the one that sent us over here, actually.
I see. Okay. She exchanges the briefest of glances with Daeshim.
Suspicious. Killed them both.
Well, Oh, what's that meme? Is like looks like we're gonna have to kill them. Oh man, or whatever it is. I don't know how to describe it. Just a meme.
Yep.
Any further inquiries from either of you?
I think I'm good. I think we have enough to go off of.
Believe so.
All right. Well, they continue to sip on their rice wine. They'll say, "Well, you know where to find us if you have any further questions. This is basically all we do all day. You know, it's hard. It's hard work being a noble. So we just try to whittle the days away with strategy. You know, keeping the brains sharp." She smiles and looks at the camera.
God.
All right, now that you're finished here, there are a few avenues for you. You can continue to inquire. You can continue to ask these nobles things. You can return to the tea shop to ask Chinhei any additional questions. You can go to, I think, the magistrate's office where Kunan Jun would be, and then also, yes, very true. I love the meme. And last but not least, you could visit one of the other districts that Kunan Jun mentioned, including the Tiger District, which is basically a construction site located outside the city walls where the Tiger District abuts the nearby forest. This construction site has suffered numerous attacks and unexplained setbacks. Or you could go to the Park of the Elders. Previously was unloaded, but several attacks have occurred at this royal park in the Heitei district. So you've got a few different avenues to explore. If any stick out to you.
Mm, do you have any preferences?
Nope.
Then let's flip a coin with however many sides we have choices.
I think at this point we just have the two choices because there's the Phoenix District, Tiger Gold District, and one other one that I always forget the name of, and in the Phoenix District now.
Ah,
It's okay, because I think I didn't mention the name of the district last time. It's the Heitei district. This is literally the second time I've only mentioned it, so you're fine.
That one's not even an animal. How am I supposed to remember that one?
Oh, it might
Or
be.
is it?
Let me look it up. Yeah, let me look it up.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, it looks like it seems like some sort of like mystical cat or ox or goat or something. It's got 4 legs. It's also known.
Those are very different things.
I know, but it's also known as a she.
Oh, wow, you're right, though. Yeah, all right, I see what you mean.
All right, let me also drag this onto the screen so chat can see basically what this looks like. This is the Heitei that the Heitei district refers to.
And
Oh, one of the
which district are we in right now?
Phoenix.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to the Heitei district.
How do you spell that?
Haetae.
I was right.
I had it. So I basically had that same general idea, except replace the E with I. So I basically was spelling it as like high tie, I think.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah,
What's up?
sort of like lion dog things.
Yeah. It looks like those lion dogs from Chinese mythology.
Yeah, similar at the very least.
Right.
Neat. Okay, cool.
All right.
These ones very specifically have a horn, making them like little unicorns, which is neat. Oh my god, it's a little Heitei plush. That's adorable.
Oh, that's so cute. Let me go ahead and get that picture going for chat. He's so adorable. I'll leave this on stream for a little while. God, that's so cute. What the heck?
New stream mascot.
For real though. We should have a mascot every module in this campaign.
That'd be amazing. I fucking spelt it wrong again.
All right. So I will go ahead and take you all over to the next area. So you make your way over to the Heite district. The first place you arrive at seems to be a beautiful public space devoted to walking and peaceful contemplation. It features what appears to be a stately monument. And let me go ahead and take you all over now.
If you look up Heyte on Etsy, you are fucking buried alive under BTS stuff.
Oh God, is one of the one of the idols named Heite?
I have not seen anything to indicate that.
Let me look.
I am genuinely thinking that it might just be like the top of the results because
Oh,
Heyte is Korean and BTS is Korean.
hmm.
Like I'm not seeing like anything actually like related to the like mythical figure. It's like it started out as like all BTS stuff and now it's just like there's like very little consistency at this point about what happens after page 1.
Hmm. Interesting. Best I can tell is this article, which is from a how do I phrase this? It's not. I don't want to say it's a reliable site, but not a reliable site. It's the kind of site. It's a clickbaity kind of site, but it does have an article about them performing on top of a Heite sculpture.
Interesting.
I don't think that's what it's referring to. Is the closest thing I could find. Looks like it took 2 weeks to complete this statue, based on this other one. Let me also show the picture to the chat. So, just grab this. Yeah, so here's BTS. These are the kids, the fellows, and they're on the statue here that looks like a lion situation.
Interesting.
All right, TIL. But
Indeed.
you are now at this first area of the Heite district. And what you specifically see, as I've lost the window for it. Oh my gosh, did I accidentally close it? Here, let me put this under overlay back on. I think it was in the same like window that the BTS stuff was in. Yes, it was. So just bring this back, as there's a description I have to read to you all. All right. The monument before you depicts a regal dragonborn seated on an ornate throne, a vision of wisdom and grace. She cradles a large scroll in one arm and raises the other hand as if about to speak. Does the picture depict this? No. Par for the course for journeys through the Radiant Citadel. Stone plaques set into the statue's foundation are engraved with text of some sort that I'll let you know about should you choose to take a closer look. And if you choose not to, you can progress past this map, as there appears to be more here at the Heite district beyond this map.
There's more to the Heyte district than there's one statue.
There's 2 statues.
Oh shit.
The Heyte district, not pictured.
Okay, which is the better approach for D&D maps? Something that is like close but doesn't really match the description, like this statue is very clearly a dragonborn, but she doesn't even like but it's not like doing the things in the description, or the Mad Mage approach where it would just be a big circle with a star in the middle of it for that
Yeah.
entire
My
section.
vote's the
Which
first
is
one.
better? Like, yeah, I would argue that this is better, but the fact that like it doesn't accurately match the description ends up making it stand out more, I would say. Gotta love D&D. I would say never change, but there were many things that should.
Very true.
Fun fact, you mentioned this being a dragonborn, and Dragonborn actually end up coming up so infrequently in actual D&D because players on the whole tend to avoid them because mechanically they're not very good. So I'm so unused to Dragonborn in a D&D context that I got very confused when you referenced a Dragonborn here because I thought it was a Skyrim reference.
I've heard of the fabled Dragonborn.
Pick up D&D after playing Skyrim for like 50 hours, get really confused when you see a Dragonborn and you're like, what's up with the Elgonian? Can I eat dragon souls?
Plus, Dragonborn, canonically or not canonically, like technically don't have tails. Which as a DM, I allow your Dragonborn characters to have tails, but as
Every DM allows Dragonborn to have tails because it's very weird and dumb that they don't. Like, I don't think I've ever met anyone that's like, no, I don't like Dragonborn with tails.
yeah, because aren't lizard folk at least? Don't they have tails? Not that they're
Yeah,
like,
they do.
yeah. Why do I mean, there's reasons. I don't want to be like, actually, this reason they don't have tails. Yeah, but
Even kobolds have tails, man.
yeah.
Fucking love kobolds.
All right, so to recap, Dragonborn statue, or you could just say, fuck it, smash or pass, Dragonborn statue.
We're going to destroy the Dragonborn statue.
We're going lethal.
We're going lethal on this statue. I summon my Pact Blade.
We're going to destroy this statue of this Dragonborn under the assumption that it was some oppressive racist Dragonborn.
Oh boy.
People only make statues of racists.
Oh,
This is what I have lost.
That is
being
true.
American.
That is true.
People only make statues of racists, and people only protest taking down racist statues.
Yeah. All those petrified creatures in Dungeon of the Mad Mage, those are actually statues of racist people, so we should smash them.
That fucking boar has committed so many hate crimes.
All right.
Unpetrify the goat, and it immediately calls me a sloth.
So now that you've come closer to the statue, it reaches that. No, I'm kidding. So stone plaques set into the statue's foundation are engraved with. It looks like this is a monument to the late Queen Young Su, who is for what you might know this based on whatever's in the statue, or perhaps the words of Magistrate Kunanjun echo in your head. The late Queen Young Su was aunt to the current Queen Jin Mi. And the stone plaques here are engraved with the late Queen Young Su's many achievements. I'll go ahead and type that into the chat, their names. The late Queen Young Su and the current Queen Jin Mi, who was niece to Young Su. Which means, theoretically, perhaps, I was going to say, I shouldn't assume, but theoretically, the current queen is a Dragonborn.
Gotcha. Statistically likely, but not guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, it occurs to me, we talked to those two nobles, and they mentioned seeing a strange woman. We didn't even bother to ask for, like, any kind of description of the woman. Starting with, like, the bare minimum of, like, what race was she? Because it's like, that might not be the most pressing information if, like, your only option is human, but, like, you could narrow it down a lot if they were just like, oh yeah, it was a gnome. Like, cool, well now at least we can reasonably assume that we're dealing with an evil gnome as opposed to, like, an evil, like, half-orc, you know? Maybe we should go back and ask for that information at some point. Oh well. Good information here though. So, late Queen Young-soo, current Queen Jinmi, who is the niece of Young-soo. This is probably going to be tangentially relevant to something at some point. I am not immediately interested in reading about her many achievements, though.
So I'm
Any idea
sorry.
for what you want to do, though, Bailiff?
No.
Well, you could also progress past the statue, but
That's what I was about to do.
Yeah.
There's something suspicious about this statue. Oh,
The two things in front of it are those like torches, or are those just like bowls?
I think there might
Small.
be like the torches or the what are those things called that you use so you can use find familiar? The
What?
brazier.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
You have to use that for find familiar?
Yeah.
Mm,
Something like that, yeah.
interesting. I've never like really. I never really remember the specifics of what goes into a find familiar spell.
Yeah, it's 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed by fire in a brass brazier.
Oh wow, that's so weirdly specific. Huh. Neat. Well, I will continue on this way to see the next inaccurate map.
All right.
hmm And I'll go back the other way to make things difficult.
You have to load two maps simultaneously.
So as you progress through the Heite district, you actually see a place. It looks like I believe it looks to be a small estate. Perhaps it's fenced. You'll see some guards milling about. You'll see a sign that says that this is Young Gee's estate, and I'm gonna go ahead and post that in here.
Any relation to Young Sue?
I can neither confirm nor deny these allegations.
Fair enough. Maybe I should actually like ask Youngie for that, if it's even relevant. Could I get a recap on again on what exactly Kun on June wanted us to do? I think
Absolutely.
like the general idea was figure out what's going on with the fog and other people's memories, but I feel
Mhm.
like there was something more specific that
Sure.
I'm forgetting.
Sure. I will go ahead and relay for you the information that they would have provided you. So, um, at first they thought they were suffering visions or worse, but because you two as characters saw the fog and the creatures within it, Kunanjun was relieved and shared the following details with you. So, no one else in the city has seen the fog, but it's been rising and falling multiple times every day for weeks. It used to only occur every now and then, but it's begun growing more frequent. Anjun has always tried to tell people about it, but was always ignored. Strange monsters have slain people in the fog. Those who've witnessed the tragedies are shocked anew by the sight of bodies when the fog dissipates. The deaths are always considered accidents or bizarre but isolated incidents. Kunanjun basically has asked you all to uncover what mysterious magic is afflicting Yonido and can pay each character 250 gold, and also promises to inform the city's rulers of the character's service. Which I bring up because I brought it up last time and we joked about it. I don't remember exactly what the joke was, but it was amusing that you'd been informed, or that they'd been informed of your service.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, it is basically figure out what's going on with the mist. Okay, fair enough. So we're approaching a building, and a sign says that it is the estate of Youngie.
Yes, that's
Is that
correct.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, might as well go check in there and ask around for any information.
Yeah, sure.
All right, as you approach the estate, the guards kind of like come over and they'll say, Halt, what business have you with former royal advisor, Youngie?
We've
We-
been. Oh, sorry, go for it.
No, you're good. You'll put it better than I can.
We have been hired to investigate strange occurrences throughout Yanido, and we've been traveling around the city, trying to gather information about such strange occurrences. We were hoping to ask whoever we could any questions about what might be going on.
Okay. All right, with that lined up, I'd like to ask you to make a DC 16 persuasion check.
Okay.
You got this. Fuck.
I have been spoiled by Baldur's Gate, so I clicked, I saw that I failed, and my immediate response was, that's fine, I'll just reroll with one of my 6 points of inspiration. And I was just like, oh wait, I don't have that, because that's not how it works in 5e.
Well, if I'm
Alright,
remembering
that
correctly, you might actually have inspiration.
I don't think I do.
How unfortunate. Yeah, I just opened.
We can just pretend you do and say that you got 19.
All right, well,
Like,
I'll go after you if you had something to say.
I'm so not used to the idea of failing skill checks at this point. It's so easy to pass so many of them in Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate has ruined D&D for us.
I bet. So the guard will look over and say, Youngie cannot be bothered with such trivial imaginings. Please take your business to the magistrate.
If Youngie is not available, that's quite all right. We didn't necessarily have any specific business with him. Would you be willing to answer some questions for us, though? It'll only take a moment.
I can try to answer your questions. We'll see how much help I can be. What is it that you're concerned about again?
Well, we have been told that people have been turning up rather suddenly dead in the streets. And each time it's been treated as an isolated incident or an accident. Once or twice might be understandable, but we've been told it's been disturbingly frequent. Therefore, it bears investigation. Do you know anything about these isolated incidents?
I've heard about these isolated incidents, but I didn't think they were linked in any capacity. I don't know. Honestly, I don't get out of the estate much, so there's not much that I can tell you about the incidents. I believe they've happened. Let me see if I can see if there's a specific place in. Any attacks haven't happened here. Any attacks have only been focused on the Park of the Elders, which you must have passed on your way in here at the Heite district. The other places have been mostly untouched.
The Park of the Elders, is that where we saw the statue of Queen Young-Su?
Yes, that's correct.
There were accidents that happened in the park? Interesting. Is there anything else that you can tell us about these occurrences?
Let's see. All I can say is, while we've been reassuring Youngie, he seems particularly troubled by all these occurrences. Must be a consequence of being the former royal advisor, being the uncle of the current queen. It all must bear heavily upon his soul.
That raises an interesting question, actually. We know of two noblemen who were attacked and survived. They have little memory of what occurred. All they can say is that they were attacked quite severely. If Youngie is concerned, has it specifically been nobles that have been victims of these accidents and strange occurrences, or has it more so been the common folk?
That's a good question. This guard will tell you based on what he's heard. It, let's see. Common folk. So the guard will say that attacks have also happened closer to the more common folk at like the work sites, the construction that's going on in the Tiger District. Nobles don't tend to hang around there. So the fact that there have been incidents there, incidents and accidents in general, I am looking through to make sure if there have been specific people attacked. There have definitely been incidents at the Tiger District. I'll be looking through this to see if there's been specific people who have been hurt.
Gotcha. Lightning, I'm so close. I'm at 9.3k again.
Oh yeah, for the was it the show Abs Redeem?
Oh no, I'm well past that.
Oh, that one's less than the ARA redeem. I see. Well,
Yeah.
Fun fact: the Abs redeem is technically active. It got redeemed. It was either earlier today on Monday. Mario Man was there, present for it technically, but I messed up and didn't have my mic active in the scene with the ab reveal. So it's just, if you look back at the VOD, it's just me showing the abs, but like no sound except for the music.
Gotcha. Whoops. I could redeem show abs 3 times. I'm gonna shut down this entire stream. It's gonna be nothing but abs.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't see specific. Oh. Okay. The guard cannot confirm or deny, but you sense that because he's technically a more common folk, he probably would have been, based on what you know about people like this guy, if it were just nobles, he'd probably be a little bit more like, not us, it's them. But he can't say for sure. So you have a good feeling that it might not. Perhaps there's at least one person out there who wasn't a noble who was attacked.
Gotcha. Good to know.
Yeah, that's a really good question because it theoretically kind of was looking like, because the only people, who was it? Well, I guess those the guards at the beginning were technically, or was it you both who were attacked? You know what? Let me look up. I will see if they were supposed to be. I mean, okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem to just be nobles. Good question though.
Gotcha. Good to know. Okay. So it does seem to be a little bit like everyone. Good. Very useful information. Considering the fact that in the last adventure it was pretty much all the people that were attacked were like the descendants of like the local ruling class. So gotta ask who the recalling victims are every time.
Right. Last module was the current ruling class, basically the They're heirs.
Exactly.
All right. So, with your discussion with this guard coming to a close, you can either press to meet Young Gi. You can return to the Park of the Elders. You can move back to the Phoenix District you were in before. You can go to the new unexplored Tiger District. And of course, you can at any time return to Magistrate Kun Anjun to update them on your progress and to ask any additional questions you might have.
Do we want to push and do we want to?
I don't feel like it's necessarily worth pushing right now. We might be able to later on. We could potentially have some useful information that will make it easier to come see Youngie if we need to see him at all. But I would say that at the moment we do have enough useful information to go off of to investigate some other things.
How insightful.
Specifically, I would like, now that we know that people were attacked or hurt in some way, attacked, whatever, in the Garden of the Elders, I think that we should investigate that next.
Sounds good to me.
Wait, you said the garden, the Park of the Elders is the place with the statue. You're interested in exploring there?
Yeah,
okay.
Exploring that a little bit more.
All right, so you are already on the map, so feel free to make your way back to the statue and do any investigation.
Yeah, I'm gonna rummage around looking for just anything in general that shows off like signs of a fight or a struggle.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
21.
Nice.
A 21 is really good. All right, let me get some information for you. While this is happening, is Grandma interested in doing anything specific?
Is also going to look around for anything suspicious, though Annabelle might have it covered here.
All right, I'll also ask you to make an investigation check.
Okie dokie. I'm really good at this. No, I'm not bad.
That's pretty good. All right, so both of you are able to determine that actually it kind of looks like the closer you get to the statue, the more frequent there are. You might see some scratches faintly along the ground. Other signs of conflict occur more frequently the closer to the statue that you get. As for Annabelle specifically, let me see. I know you said that you weren't specifically looking at, you didn't really care about the many achievements of Queen Youngsu, but you can't help but notice that there's quite a list of accomplishments here, but you get the feeling like, really? She did all these? All of these? That seems like a lot for one woman, especially royalty. It like doesn't sit right with you. Like I assume that you have a good sense of the oppression that monarchy provides on the people subject to monarchies, and I hope that's not just my anti-monarchical views like bleeding through. You just sense like something's off about all this list of accomplishments.
Oh yeah, no real surprises there. This is a pretty bloated list of accomplishments for one queen. Just kind of like pokes her head off to the side to look at Granny Bones Marshall. Not that I'm really surprised. You study enough ancient civilizations, you pick up on some trends. Most notably, nobility have really bloated egos and always claim to have done way more than they actually did. I'm an archaeologist by trade, if that was unclear.
Hmm.
So, interesting. So what sorts of, does it give any specifics that she claims to have achieved, or is it just like a general, this lady said that she did like way more than is reasonable?
Let me see. And let's see. Looks like examples. There's not a comprehensive list here, but examples of some of these achievements here show the city being expanded with care for the wilderness, the city-state is developing into a hub for trade, the lower-class laborers and artisans of Yonodo reaping the benefits of the city-state's success. Those are the first things that pop out.
Walking class really benefiting from the success of the city-state. That's quite the claim. I'd like to talk to the people at the bottom of society and see how they feel about that. Still, might not be super relevant to what we're doing here.
Well, fair enough. Still all good to know.
Did you say earlier that we saw like signs of conflict that were getting more and more obvious the closer we got to the statue?
That's correct.
That's weird. That's interesting. Is there any damage on the statue?
That's a really good question. Give me just a moment. I know what you're thinking. It is likely that there is damage on the statue. It's not like the statue's coming to life or anything like that. Not to spoil that away, but they're pretty sure there'll be marks on the statue. Yes, there also appears to be, maybe not as many as were leading up to the statue, but there are signs of damage. There is evidence of conflict that occurred onto the statue itself.
So there are signs of battle damage on the actual statue.
Yes, that's correct.
Good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to investigate in this area? Would you like to move to a different location? What are you all feeling at this point with this additional information that you've been provided?
Just feel like I want to get more information about conflict around the statue because we've seen indications that like there's been like a fight or scuffle that happened like right near the statue and signs of battle that have hit the statue, but we haven't gotten any solid information about that otherwise. That like we've gotten no real new information other than Queen Youngsu's rap sheet being like really overinflated. But I can't think of anything else to do here anyway.
Yeah, I guess let's go follow one of the other leads.
Yeah. So we heard that guard say something about people getting halt at construction sites in the Taigo district. So why don't we go check that out next?
Yeah.
All right, I will go ahead and take you all over to the Tiger District, which Kuna and Juna had explained that it's outside the city walls. The Tiger District abuts the nearby forests. It's a construction site that has suffered numerous attacks and unexplained setbacks. Before we head over that way, do either of you, I'm personally okay, need a break of some sort?
I do actually need to take a quick break,
Okay.
specifically because the chicken that I have in the slow cook all finished slow cooking. a couple
Ooh,
minutes
that's
ago.
exciting. Wish that were me. Okay, then we'll be
Yay.
right back real quick. All right, and we're back, and I'm taking you all over to the Tiger District. So basically, you'll be stepping outside the city walls. As a bit of a just like a cursory situation, I'm going to take you to that map you were first on for just a moment.
Going back to talk to the pores.
I see you all have your because I didn't anticipate we'd be using this map again. Your OG tokens are here, which are clearly not updated. That's okay. We're not going to be staying here for long. Let me switch up the music and then we'll get going. Right, you're stepping outside the city walls. And so I shall take you out into nature. Let me see if I have a description to read for you. You'll find yourself at the bottom of this map, so graciously provided by Neutral Party. Staple.
The outdoors, not pictured.
Dig this song.
Thank you. All right. You're on your way. Let me see if I have a description for you. You're just in the woods. You're on your way. I'm sure nothing suspicious at all will happen on this map, so I'll leave it to you all to progress.
Ah, the great outdoors. Anyway. Huh. It's kind of been a while since I've actually been out in nature.
Where do you spend most of your time again?
At this point, usually in a tavern. I'm as close to a professional adventurer as I've ever gotten, so.
That is where they tend to be found.
Exactly. I spent a lot more time outside back when I was still an archaeologist. But it's usually in like deserts, mountains. And then when you are in the forest, you're digging up a crap ton of it, so not much in the way of lush greenery on the walk site. How far away is this district from the rest of the city? The morning commute for walk must be mortal.
So it's not too far, but actually, let me just take you back to the fork in the road. As when you get there, you hear the sounds of some sort of scuffle. You'll hear some sparkles happening, whatever sparkles sound like. You'll hear some swishing of wind. You'll hear some growling noises, and at least Grandma will recognize some familiar faces, as you'll see over on this side are your wizard friends. They seem to be locked in combat with not just one owl bear, but two owl bears. At which point, I like to ask you all to roll for initiative.
Can we start slightly closer?
Yeah, feel free to move closer. Like I said, this happened when you were at the fork.
There.
Oh dear God, it's the little kids. I have no idea if they're actually supposed to be read as children, but like, with the fact that the icons you went with are like high schoolers and they were in like a really silly and whimsical scenario when Grandma left them, I just sort of interpreted them as like, oh yeah, they're like what, 8, 10?
I think they're a little older. I can't tell exactly, but it says, it doesn't say, but they seem to be young people. The terms they use are rookie and inexperienced, and they stay close to their friends, being each other, still learning, starts out boisterous. That's what's happening over here. So let me roll some initiatives.
This here,
Yes.
they're actually 1,000 years old.
Oh my god, no. Get your stupid Fire Emblem stuff out of here. Get your anime out of here. All right. With that, I will go ahead and swap over the music, and we'll get started. All right. So, oh man, I had their names. The names are on a different map. Let me go back to the tower real quick to double check which one is which. All right. Carlake is the brown-haired girl. Mavis is the blonde girl. So the Mavis is up first, as she is actually the more experienced of the two, as Grandma would remember. She will go ahead and aim her wand at the owlbear to her south and will cast a simple firebolt at it. So we have the first nat 1 of the session going to Mavis, as she basically, her wand doesn't even cast the firebolt. It kind of like explodes. Some soot covers her face. Did I say she was the more experienced mage? Maybe I should take it back. Grandma, you're up next.
Oh, good. You made it out of that cage.
Again.
Mavis turns to you and she'll say, wait, who was the one trapped in the cage? I'm sorry, I can go back to the map and
I don't
check.
remember.
All right, I'm gonna go check. I think it was the other girl, Carlake. Yeah, it was Carlake. So Carlake will say, cage.
Oh god, they've lost their memory too.
So I'll run up to the owlbear and start kicking the shit out of it. It's not an advantage, but I assume a 27 hits.
27 will hit.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I will go ahead and apply that right now. It's a solid hit. It kind of like sinks in a little. You hear like a little crunching of the skin. It feels really weird. This owlbear looks odd for some reason. You can't quite place your finger on exactly why just yet.
Well, I'll hit it again. I don't remember. It's a 13 hit.
Let me find out. A 13 just barely hits. Congratulations.
Another 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I've applied it. It still looks hardy.
Let's see. Let's go for a headbutt.
The 18 will hit.
Damage. And let's make some con saves.
All right, with the 7 bludgeoning damage, it's actually starting to look a little bit rough. As for the con save, I will go ahead and roll right now, and it is a 14.
I think we both failed. Hold on. 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the DC is 16, so we're both stunned.
Incredible.
Until the start of my next turn.
I will go ahead and put this modifier on the owlbear. I'll put this modifier on you as well. Does that mean your turn ends now?
Yes.
All right. You know, I'm highly amused by this because it was ready to lay into you as its turn was next. It raises up its arm as if to strike, and it is now frozen in place. I now take it over to our other player, Annabelle. Take it away. Floor is yours.
All right. I want to start by asking a question.
Yes, of course.
So I don't necessarily want Annabelle to be like walking around with her packed weapon out 24/7.
Okay.
However, summoning the packed weapon is an action. Can we just rule it as like attacking with it can be part of the same action? Like summoning it can be part of the same action as attacking with it, much in the same way that drawing a weapon is in the same action.
So you can for this battle. I'll think it over. I'll have to look at it and the logistics and everything going on, but you can definitely draw it out as part of your, whatever for this combat, especially because, you anticipated perhaps you might run into something untoward as you came out here, like the poor people. So yeah, I'm cool with it.
The implications of that comment, damn.
The poor people was a joke. For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Annabelle, my fucking broke college student character, sees a poor person and immediately draws a knife. God. Alright, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. Okay, goddamn. Well, the good news is I didn't need to double check this because I always forget because it's so rare. 1 sec.
Yeah.
Okay, great, awesome. So, because my packed weapon is a glaive and it does have the reach property, I am actually within melee range of this owlbell.
Nice.
So, huzzah for me. So,
Huzzah.
I'm going to, in one move, summon a glaive and swing down at this owlbell with it. There's a 17 hit.
17 will hit.
Woo, for 6 whole slashing damage. Whoopee, yay, minimums.
Okay, I'll go ahead and apply that right now, and I will also welcome Lux, and congratulations on being first.
Welcome, welcome. And thanks to Thrusting Blade, I do get to attack again. So, attack again. Does a 16
A
also
16 does hit, yes. It's a very solid hit, straight on. Yet another...
Another 7 damage. Yeah.
I feel for you. It sucks rolling the minimum roll and then the second lowest roll possible. There.
Woohoo! Yay.
All right, they can't all be winners. Hopefully next turn will be better for you. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay. Next up is this owlbear that isn't stunned. For fun, I will show you the name of this owlbear, and let me explain to you why. This owlbear's name is Olin. So there's a character in this campaign, I don't know who it is, named Olin. I tried to type in owlbear to assign a character sheet to this token. Owlbears don't traditionally exist in Journeys Through the Radiant Citadel, so it defaulted to Olin instead, and I could have sworn I changed it, but I guess I didn't change it back. So his name is stuck as Olin, so we're going to keep that. This is Olin the Owlbear, and he is going to be angered by Annabelle's attack and will move towards you in your direction.
Oh no.
It will step forward. It will kind of like push against the tree, just to intimidate you, and it will begin its multi-attack, starting with its beak, followed up by its claws. Its beak attack will go first as it leans towards you.